Have you ever received a comment that ruined your whole day? Maybe a teacher said, "This isn't your best work." Maybe your boss told you, "You need to improve your communication." Or maybe someone online wrote something negative under your post. And suddenly, your chest feels tight. Your mind starts overthinking. You replay their words again and again. Am I not good enough? Do they not respect me? Why would they say that? Here's the truth. Criticism hurts. It doesn't matter how confident you are. You're human. And humans don't like feeling judged. But there's a huge difference between feeling hurt and letting criticism control you. If you can learn to handle criticism without taking it personally, you unlock something powerful. You grow faster. You stay calm under pressure. And you become emotionally stronger than most people around you. Let's talk about how to do that. First, understand this. Criticism is information, not an attack. Most of the time, when someone criticizes you, they are reacting to a behavior, not attacking your identity. But your brain doesn't always see it that way. Your brain hears, "You made a mistake," and it translates it to, "You are a mistake." That's the problem. You are not your work, and you are not your last performance. You are not just one comment either. There's actually a big difference between "This presentation needs more structure" and "You are bad at presenting." One talks about the task, while the other attacks the person. So, when you receive criticism, pause and ask yourself, is this about who I am, or what I did? Most of the time, it's really about what you did. Second, separate tone from message. Sometimes people are just bad at giving feedback. They might sound harsh, impatient, or even rude. But, hidden inside their poor delivery could be useful information. Instead of reacting to how they said it, ask yourself, is there something valuable in what they're saying? Imagine someone says, "You're always late. This is so irresponsible." The tone definitely feels aggressive, and your ego just wants to fight back. But maybe the useful message is, you need to manage your time better. If you only focus on the tone, you'll miss the lesson. Strong people train themselves to extract value, even from uncomfortable conversations. Third, give yourself emotional space before responding. You really don't need to respond immediately. When criticism hits, your body goes into defense mode. Your heart beats faster, and your thoughts get emotional. That's just not the best time to speak. It's totally okay to say thanks for the feedback. I'll think about it, then walk away. Breathe. Calm down. When your emotions settle, you can think clearly. This small habit alone will save you from so many regrets. Fourth, remember, criticism is often projection. Sometimes people criticize you because of their own insecurity. A classmate might downplay your success because they feel behind. A coworker might nitpick your ideas because they want control. Someone online might insult you because they are unhappy with themselves. This doesn't mean you ignore all criticism, but it does mean you don't automatically accept every opinion as truth. Ask yourself, is this constructive or just emotional? Constructive criticism focuses on improvement. Destructive criticism focuses on tearing you down. Learn to tell the difference. Fifth, shift your mindset from protecting your ego to improving your skills. If your goal is to look good, criticism feels like a threat. If your goal is to get better, criticism becomes a tool. Athletes review their mistakes. Musicians listen to recordings of their errors. Successful people actively look for feedback. Why? Because growth requires adjustment. Imagine if you never knew what to improve. You'd stay stuck. When someone points out a weakness, they're showing you where you can level up. Instead of thinking, they're attacking me, try thinking, they're helping me see what I couldn't see. That one mental switch changes everything. Sixth, build internal validation. The more your self-worth depends on other people's opinions, the more criticism will hurt. If you only feel confident when everyone approves of you, one negative comment can totally destroy your mood. But if you know your values, if you know your effort, if you know you're trying your best, then criticism becomes just feedback, not a judgment of your worth. Ask yourself regularly, am I improving? Am I being honest with myself? Am I putting in real effort? When you trust your own evaluation, outside opinions lose power. Seventh, practice responding instead of reacting. There's a big difference. Reacting is emotional and immediate. Responding is thoughtful and controlled. If someone criticizes your project, instead of saying, "That's not true," you can say, "Can you explain what you think I should improve?" Now you turn criticism into a conversation. You show maturity. You gain clarity. You reduce conflict. People respect that. Eighth, accept that you will never please everyone. This is important. No matter how kind you are, no matter how talented you are, no matter how hard you work, someone will dislike something you do. Even the most successful people in the world are criticized daily. If you try to avoid criticism completely, you'll end up playing small. You'll avoid risks. You'll hide your ideas. And honestly, that's worse. It's better to be criticized for trying than ignored for staying silent. Finally, see criticism as training for emotional strength. Every time you handle feedback calmly, you build resilience. Every time you choose learning over ego, you grow. Every time you don't take something personally, you free yourself. And here's something powerful. When you stop taking criticism personally, you also become better at giving feedback to others. You become less defensive, more open, more confident. And confidence doesn't mean thinking you're perfect. Confidence means knowing you can handle being imperfect. So next time someone criticizes you, pause, breathe, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? Not every comment deserves your energy. Not every opinion deserves your belief. But every experience can make you stronger, if you let it. You don't grow by avoiding discomfort. You grow by facing it calmly. And the moment you stop taking criticism personally is the moment you start taking your growth seriously.